Everyone's here for the great big adventure.
27. Now come here. Perfect blue sky. We knew you guys were coming later, so just in a good mood, like good summer day. And I was like, this is the kind of day where I get a text from the guy that's working on Old Blue, and he'd be like, oh, by the way, your truck's ready.
Let's go. Come on, this way.
A new place.
Come on, Blue.
Wow, someone built a nice fire pit.
It was the heart of summer. All days led to the river, and the heat and humidity were hitting.
Hey, Harp.
Harper was practicing her river rock hopping and getting real comfortable with water.
Nice job, Harp. You're so good. You're so athletic. No problem. No problem.
That's a good swimmer.
Good job. That's a big girl. Wow.
The river made you two a little sleepy, huh?
And we were chipping away at all the to-dos around the property and trying to clean it up as good as we could. And there was a lot of daydreaming talk about the days to come and the ways we would build and design our patch of paradise down the line, one little step at a time.
You good?
Always.
And the garden we built from scratch was providing a small bounty. And we were eating more and more of our own vegetables as the days went on.
Something I've been dying to do is transform this little shed, clean it completely out, open it up. It had like a partition in it. I don't know if it was a part chicken coop. I want to make it all one big, nice, organized shed for all my tools and a place to work on small projects. So it's in okay shape overall. There's some rot. If I wanted to go this far, I could replace these little piers. They're leaning, but I'm not too worried about it, not at this stage of the game. I'll show you some of the problem areas here. Basically nothing dramatic. I mean, I'm gonna replace these fascia boards. The roof is toasted. I wanna do a metal roof. I think I'm just gonna paint it fresh white. My biggest issue is right here. This little sill board is all rotted. Some of the bats need to be replaced. Oh, we got a bird right there. Look at that. Can you see that? Wow. Oh man. Well, I'll wait till the babies hatch before I do this side, I guess. That's pretty cool. This fascia board also needs to be replaced. That window seems good. I don't know why it was boarded up by the previous people. This window needs to be fixed. Place a few bats and stuff. The front though, I mean, and this is the issue, I gotta dig this out so it's not sitting in the dirt. I want to put a little porch on it. I think that would be cool. Just a little place to have like a rocking chair or two. One of the main things I want to do is have a little secondary roof coming off of this where you can drive all the way through, and we can store our bikes. And then yeah, the door's not in very good shape. The lights don't even work right now. They were working. I don't know what happened. The breaker keeps tripping. So yeah, there's like this partition. I still got a bunch of my stuff in here. I need to move all that out. Eventually I'm going to go through this. It's all going to be organized in bins. You can see the insulation hanging down. There's a lot of mice activity up there. I'm going to need a freaking hazmat suit to get this taken down. Just got to move the rest of this stuff out of here, and then I'm going to take these walls down, take this ceiling down, open this right up. So I've got a material list. I also measured out the windows I want to put into my little office room down there. The reason that like some of these projects have been slowed up is because like I got to order windows for down there. That's going to be very expensive to order custom windows. I've got to reroute the electrical so that it makes sense for my new office. There's just always so many more steps than you think to complete a project. You're like, oh, I want to redo this room down here. Well, if you want to do it right so that it functions for the purpose as an office, a studio, a recording studio, well, you really should do this, this, and this. And in order to do this, this, and this, you really should do that, that, and that. But you can't do that until you've done this. And that's just the way with all these projects.
And there was other constant upkeep calling, as the grass seed we had planted a few weeks before was starting to fill in. Allie was working on a project of her own that I helped her get set up with.
See on the tire here.
There's so many little things to do on this property that it's hard to pick what to do. Like for example, the tractor axle seals, that's been a couple months now I've been wanting to get to that, and I've still been using the tractor and just trying to keep the gear oil topped off, but it's been eating away at me, and I've never done it before, so I knew it was going to be a learning process, but it really feels good to do it yourself. It's times like this when you're doing so many different things and you're trying to plan and put a lot of forethought into the order in which you do things that I really need good sleep. I cannot function without it. And these are the periods of time when I love having Beam Dream Powder. Dream Powder is a luxurious nighttime hot chocolate that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep through the night. If you've been watching for a while, you know that I've been drinking Beam for about a year now. For me, it's worked every time. It's pure, high quality ingredients, and they're chosen specifically for different stages of the sleep cycle. That's what really separates Beam from other sleep aids out there, is it doesn't just have melatonin, reishi mushrooms, magnesium, L-theanine. This one has nano CBD, but they also have ones without CBD. They've got a bunch of great flavors. This is the sea salt caramel blend. I really like this in the summer. It's pretty much like a dessert after dinner, but there's no sugar. There's only 15 calories or so. And that's the thing about Beam, is that you wake up without grogginess, which is kind of the whole point of having good sleep. I've actually heard a lot of great feedback from you guys and how it's really helped you a lot, and that's very cool to hear. You can completely change your life with good sleep. So find the easiest way to get to sleep and stay asleep when you click the link below or scan the QR code. And use code Trout and Coffee to get up to 35% off at checkout. So thank you to Beam for sponsoring this video and for making so many of these videos possible. And now back to the story. And it seemed like the neighbors were being a little nosy this July.
Are you afraid of them? Oh, are you afraid of the turkeys? There's a turkey on our roof.
And Allie turned the raspberries we had picked with Mama Trout into jam. And so I got to work on some sourdough bread to pair with it.
You would just eat it by the spoonful, you know?
Sheesh. Harper, you have your own water.
I guess mine is not mine anymore.
Harper, you have your own bowl of water. Is that water better? Here we go.
And in between long bouts of editing were the brief little adventures that held together the quilt of summer.
Bolts of lightning, pouring rain, crescent moon has taken itself far away to lay down. One more lazy dream. I can't sleep. They used to cut. You and me, we was thicker than blood. But the sky grew dark and got inside of me. I still hear the words you told me. Baby, gonna be so lonely when I'm gone. But it isn't true. I was just as lonely with you. And I guess I always will be. Someday soon, I'm gonna go back behind the clouds to see the big light show in the sky. You know, I've been there in my dreams. You there, right by my side. We were ghosts with arms open wide, but we floated away. Strange distant sea. Well, heaven blew the silver moon, made the ocean sea. I thought that I would feel brand new, but trouble's on the way. I know that there's a solitary life that's filled with peace, or sometimes a man just needs a wife. Break my heart, break my bones. You still hang around wherever I may roam. Yeah, you got behind my eyes. It's more than I can take. But I won't fight it, I can't pretend. No, it's much too late to try to make amends for all those careless nights. Brought the darkest days.
My friend Mitch came to help with the electrical in the shed, and Harper was slowly learning the lay of the land around the house.
Everyone's here for the great big adventure.
Baby, gonna be so lonely when I'm gone. but it isn't true. I was just as lonely with you. Oh boy, I just touched something. So I guess I always will be.
Just getting a fan. Woo! Look at that.
So I couldn't figure out why these seals weren't fitting tightly in the spot that they're supposed to. There's supposed to be a brass one that goes first and then this goes after, but this is the space it's supposed to sit. And you're supposed to pound it in, and this doesn't even, it's too small. And then finally, I looked at the old one and realized it's significantly bigger. And I think what happened was I ordered the specific part for this tractor, but I guess this is 80 millimeters. This is 75 millimeters. Apparently the newer ones must have had a 75 millimeter, and the older ones, the really old ones, I guess, which this is an 80 millimeter. So that should be back soon, and I should be back up and running because I need this tractor. I gotta fix the driveway. I was talking to the town highway boss actually about how still getting washed out, and he said, man, there's not really much you can do. We're getting rain like never before. It's coming down so hard, so fast, and you're gonna be doing maintenance on a gravel driveway. There's no way around it, but this is what I'm dealing with right now. So it's draining really good all up and down, but where all the water comes from here and where the truck is and all right here, it's just tearing this out and it's blasting it all down into here. So I've got a plan. I'm gonna dig this back out. I'm probably gonna lay flagging down against this embankment and build like a solid stone ditch here that will act as a retaining wall to the driveway mix and won't allow it to as easily wash into here. But a lot of work to do. Hey, Mal. Hey, little guy. Yeah, hey, Mal. I gotta get the tractor back up and running so I can rake this out, and I wanna hit the whole thing with the box blade and really smooth it.
2 sleepies.
And I was reminded of my favorite style of working out after my brother sent some inspiration in the group chat.
$27. Now come here. $18.37.
And you separate everything so that when you need a certain thickness stone, you know where to go.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just looking through a pile of stone.
Right.
And what you do is every layer, you try to keep each stone the same thickness. Or like if you get a thinner stone, put it
So,
in but you keep.
should I come by like at the end of the day tomorrow or something?
Tomorrow I'm having him come by at noontime at lunch, and I'll walk you through.
Yeah? Okay. I'll
I
do
have an
that.
hour from noon till 1 for lunch.
Alright, I'll show up at noon.
Alright, that'd be perfect. Make sure you're there right for noon so we get maximum time I can still eat. And bring me some food, damn it.
What do you want?
I don't know. What do you think's good?
I'll get you something good, alright.
Yeah, give me some good. As long as there's no onions.
come, this would be probably what you're looking at. I think.
Pretty set up to make some serious change here, really start beautifying things. Got all this flagging for all my embankments and capstones, other things like that. Bunch of wall stone for walls and to build a pretty and sturdy drainage ditch. Nice, very nicely done. Studied some of the best old stone walls I knew to get inspiration and ideas for around the property. Well, I got it a lot of the way clean in here. All that's left, take this ceiling down, take this wall out, sweep it and really clean it, take some of these shelves off, stuff like that, and I'll be right there, right about ready. This is gonna be messy. Oh, God almighty. I should probably have a mask on. Oh, this is horrible. March 22, 1980. That's cool. But time moves on.
This is what you flipped logs all day for, come on.
I'm gonna let that one get bigger. Honestly, all of yours. Well,
this one's red already, so.
we'll put one Serrano in. It's gonna.
Yes. Is that a shishito?
Yeah, grab it. Yeah. Look at these guys. This plant and that plant are the only ones in these beds that are doing good. The two hot cayenne. The habanero is not even, I don't think it's going to do anything.
Well, it's still got half the summer.
Or the red goat. Oh my goodness. There's a red goat. Oh. I'll pick them so that it makes more.
But this is what I thought you were getting all excited about, was down here. There's one for tonight. That's kind of stuck in there.
I'm eating celery every day. There's so much.
No, but listen about how you need to harvest it, because some clumps are 2 or 3 at a time. So you see how this is 2 separate ones? You have to pull it out really gently.
Oh wow, this is a funny cucumber.
Mm-hmm.
I love having the cucumbers all over the back wall like that.
There's one coming up.
Saute it, I think,
Okay.
with garlic.
Okay. So you would do that for us?
Mm-hmm.
And then we just gotta wash them off real good. And it's big.
That's great. Let's do it.
My known onion.
Now this is a full garden dinner beyond the black beans.
Yeah.
Wow. It's Friday. It's absolutely beautiful out. Blue skies, golden sunlight. It's gonna be a fun summer day. I edited all morning while it was still cool, worked inside. Now I'm working outside, mowing the lawn. Gonna try and finally take down a lot of the bushy stuff, see what we're working with here, because we've never had it fully mowed nicely. Still a lot of work to do on the lawn. It's going to be a long process. Whatever. This is going to be a beautiful day, and I'm excited. So this is what has happened over here. This was just dirt like a month ago, so that now I'm going to take care of this huge bushy section. This section over here by the shed. It's almost forest. So if I can get this mowed, that's a miracle.
And on one July Friday, our best friends were coming over for the evening. Allie was turning the blueberries we picked into a pie, and I was getting the grounds all tidy for the first time since we bought the house.
How do I, okay. Now, enjoying a freshly mowed lawn.
Check it out. That was all overgrown knotweed over there. It feels surreal. I mean, I don't think I've ever had this place completely mowed. But man, this feels like a house now. I gotta tell you, there's a couple of things.
It's Ireland, you know. Wear shorts and a t-shirt every day. Wore this every day. No joke.
Nicely done.
It's so soft there, you really.
Weed whacking, and I just said, I'm not gonna run around today. I'm gonna do my yard, and I'm gonna get it all done. And it was just this beautiful, you know, perfect blue sky. We knew you guys were coming later, so just in a good mood, like good summer day. And I was like, this is the kind of day where I'd get a text from the guy that's working on Old Blue, and he'd be like, oh, by the way, your truck's ready. And then, like an hour ago, I get a text from Phil, and he's like,
Hey.
he is like, engine's in, it's running good. I just have to like drive it around and then readjust the valves and drain the oil, so you might see it driving around.
No way.
I was like, oh
damn.
God.
That's crazy, the fact you had that thought.
It's so weird when that happens.
That just made it worse.
I'll tell you.
Take out these two bikinis because something got them, and then we all
I've worked almost every Friday evening of the year, but for this Friday, I told Allie it was finally time to do that thing we'd been talking about since we moved here. And we rode through the golden light to a cool spot with our best friends for a couple beers before heading home to an ultimate summer treat.
Public pool that's been closed down. So there's like this old ransacked pool house.
You do,
The
yeah.
utility of the hat is
and I'm dying home with cats. So I just made wetlands where, and it was right when I was reading about massive baskets.
You've seen how.
My sister Amber is goodbye. There's Harper. Kyle, look up.
Oh, jeez. Hey, little lady.
And I was happy, feeling that anxious excitement that comes at the beginning of a major change.